Kevin Riley's going to come up here with his experts, and we're going to talk about sleep.
As Bob indicated, this panel today is about sleep, something we all have personal experience with. And I'm not talking about just at this meeting, but it affects our personal lives, and it is one of the very hot emerging issues in health and health care.
Katie Kirkland, I am the Benefits Director for the Southern Company, and I am here because we have implemented a sleep health program with the assistance of Fusion Health over the last year that has been what I would say fairly successful in improving productivity and improving health across our company.
Hello, I'm Jay Kular. I'm the Manager of Health and Wellbeing at Delta Airlines, and I'm here today because I'm really pleased to announce that we have gotten approval to move forward with our sleep health programs for 2018. That would include Fusion Health as well as SleepU.
Good afternoon, I'm Carla Staver. I'm with SIA. I'm the Director of Safety. I got involved with the sleep program mainly because it appeared it was going to be a regulatory issue for our company. It turned out to be a safety issue, and so it's been a very successful for our program for us, and we'll talk a little bit about sleep.
I'm Jeff Dermer. I'm an MD PhD by background. I'm the Chief Medical Officer and co-founder of Fusion Health. I'm also on staff at Georgia State University, where I work to teach people about sleep and neurobiology. Here to help explain a little bit, I guess, of the science behind things and some of the inner workings that I think all the companies here and all the representatives share in particular.
Safety is job one for us, the most important critical aspect of everything that we do every day. As far as tools go, we want to have something better. Everyone's moving towards a comprehensive kind of wellness program.
We have issues with obesity, we have issues with health in our company, we have, we want to improve productivity, and we found that sleep is one of those things that people are willing to talk about, and that you can easily get in there and disrupt that cycle of kind of exhaustion, lack of productivity, lack of then eating good food, lack of wanting to work out, lack of doing any of those things. You can get in there and talk about sleep, and it can be the one thing that sort of turns you over to wanting to and be inspired to do some of those other things and make other changes in your life. So that's why it was sort of an entry point for us, part of a kind of a robust program in wellness.
My issue was safety. It's important for drivers driving 80,000-pound vehicles to stay awake all night. And that's how we try to address it is it's not easy to change a truck driver's behavior. And just like all of society, we think that 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night is enough. And it's not. Frankly, it affects their health. CDL drivers have to have medical cards to be able to drive, and they started to have stage 2 diabetes. They were overweight, and decisions that they made during driving where if you're sleep deprived, your attitude changes, you can become more aggressive, and we wanted to address all those things. By addressing sleep with drivers, it changed their behavior and it changed safety as well. It's been very positive. We have many drivers that have driven for us for 20-some years, and they'll come back and say it's the best thing I've ever done. I wish I would have done it 10 years ago.
This is a public health issue. That's the first thing to say, that this is endemic right now in the United States. We have an incredibly sleep-deprived workforce that's a 24/7 workforce. 25% of our workforce is on shifts and rotating at night. And we know the impact that sleep disorders have within the population, but also the sleeplessness that's occurring just in our general population. I realized that there was a lot of data that we were not getting into the hands of the folks that could actually use it fully out there. If you look at things like sleep apnea, only 20% of people who have it actually know that they have it. We know sleep apnea drives hypertension and diabetes and other diseases and even depression and mood disorders. When you approach a population in a working environment, we implement a technology that's very much like the manufacturing technology that develops a BMW or a Boeing airplane, where that workflow of an individual, instead of the Boeing airplane being constructed across time in a workflow, we put human beings on a workflow. This is the first time in medicine that I know that has been done. And we can take a person with a population screen risk for a problem like a sleep apnea issue and then bring to them the medical care they need, bring to them all of the components so that they get the care. They don't get dropped. They don't fall through the cracks. And they can do it anywhere in the United States because it's technology enabled and digital medicine.
I've heard from a number of employees that have engaged in the program that are ecstatic that it works the way it does. We've had programs that we've rolled out to manage other conditions that have not been nearly as successful as this one, and I think it's because what has happened is you get put on a workflow, and when you engage, they actually will call you back when they say they're going to call you back. They'll keep that appointment. They'll care about they'll listen to what you're saying, and they'll care about what you're saying, and then they'll take action based off of that. And I've heard feedback from multiple employees that have come up to me just out of the blue, and some of them at the end of union negotiations when we're supposed to be sitting on different sides of the table, and they'll come up and say, "This is the best program you've ever implemented."
3 years later, I sleep 7 hours a night. I don't take blood pressure pills, and I'm a much happier. The things that I thought were just normal stress in life, to me, turned out to be fatigue stress. You can deal with things much, much better when you're adequately rested, like spouses or children or all those types of things. It not only work, I don't go to work with the gray fog anymore. I wake up, I don't need coffee, I do my walk, I get dressed, I go into the office, and that 2 o'clock nap time doesn't hit me. I have plenty of energy to get me through the day and go home and have a lovely evening as well. It's making a tremendous difference with our approximately 5,000 drivers, but me personally, when I decided that I'm going to address my sleep issue and my life got significantly better.
It needs groups like you to actually make this happen. It's not groups like my old group and the colleagues I have in medicine. It takes business leaders. It takes people who have innovative thoughts and who can apply innovative concepts to their companies.